Hello, everyone. Welcome to Slap Tarot. Happy Friday. Today's reading is very special. I wanted to tap into what spiritual advice does the universe has for us at this time. Here I have two different piles for us to choose from. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment below if this resonated with you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and send me a DM. And if you would like to book a personal reading, email me on my email address provided below. All right, let's get started. These are the two piles that we have today. We have the pink star and the blue star. So these are the two different options that we have to choose from today. Go ahead and choose whichever one and let's get started. All right, pink star. So this pile, the first thing I can tell you is that there's a lot of feminine energy in this pile, or just overall, you're feeling a little bit more loving and a little bit more emotional at this time. All right, so this is the spiritual advice that we have for you today. This card we will look at the very end. Now, the first thing is that Spirit really wants you to set the intention. Whatever spiritual work you're wanting to do, whether get close to God, whether manifest something, whether just some creativity that you're wanting to bring in, the first thing is your intention. And you have to make sure that your intentions are very, very pure. For example, if you want to be famous just so you can have power and money, which is great, those things are great. But if there's no actual, if there's nothing that you're actually bringing for the greater good of all, or for something you can teach to some, a greater collective, that's not going to bring you the kind of happiness that you think will getting famous, So they're saying really focus on your intention right now. This is something that is very, very important. And even the art of intention. Once you form an intention, yes, this is something I'm committing to, something I'm going to do, something I am fully invested in. That is what shifts the energy of whatever you're trying to bring in. The second advice you have is possibility. Now, maybe at this time you're wanting to bring something into fruition that creates a lot of risk for you, something that you're not sure will be able to come through. Spirit wants you to know that if your intention is clear, this risk will be very, very promising, very successful. But the intention has to be rooted in positivity, love, and peace, okay? Now, the second card spread that I have chosen was actually from the Alchemy Tarot deck. And the card that you got is Rubedo, Alchemical Success, End of Great Work, and Crystallization. This really talks about coming into full power, not full power, completing something, like completing something successfully. And the second card you have is Copper. So it says Amplify, Conductor of Energy, Soft. Now, if you think about it, intention and conducting energy are kind of similar. So again, this message of really having a clear intention will allow doors of opportunity to open up for you. And this was the last card that we had. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Okay. The spiritual advice they have for you is to be very, very focused and very focused on your end goal. What is it that you're trying to bring in? What is your manifest or your intention wanting to manifest? So whatever you are seeking advice in, I can tell you that your intention has to be very clear and you will be rewarded with success, okay? And I feel like there's forward movement in relation to when it comes to success, when it comes to finances, when it comes to achieving something. Spirit also wants you to master like intentions and your thoughts. That's like the biggest thing that they're wanting you to do right now, is to have more positive thoughts. Anytime you think of, see, okay, here's another thing too. I will say that you are always ready for the worst. Like, let's say even if something good was happening, you're thinking like, what is the worst that can happen? And you need to untrain yourself to think in this way. You have to think in a more positive light. You have to think and believe in a more positive outcome. That is the biggest thing that you struggle with currently, is the thoughts that you have are not always the most positive, okay? And even if the thoughts are big, like even if it's something risky, even if you're putting in the effort to get something bigger and grander, allow that to happen for you and to you by not limiting yourself into a container or just something small, you know? And again, with this card, this maybe card and water, right now, because your energy is kind of all over the place, there's no specific place you're conducting it to. You feel like, oh, maybe I can achieve this, maybe I can do this, maybe I can't. Like, you're not even sure about yourself because your energy is so scattered that you have a hard time even creating a simple intention, like, oh, I'm gonna, or even you procrastinate a lot, so you have a hard time following through with the intention. But Spirit is asking you again to make the intention so firm that it happens, you know, whatever it is that you're wanting to take a risk on or manifest and whatnot, okay? And yeah, move forward knowing that you are victorious and you are directing the intention of this energy, or I'm sorry, you're directing the energy of this intention very specifically, okay? I'm also getting this is a good time to visualize like the end result of what it is that you want. And it's like very mental, like everything they want you to master right now has to do with your mental power, your willingness to focus, your willingness to create an intention and to actually follow through with it. Okay, so this was your reading, pile one. I hope this resonated. Again, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe. I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile two. This is for the blue star pile. We will be getting into your reading. This reading is about what spiritual advice does the universe have for you right now. So, the first thing that I will actually mention is that you got two very spiritual cards. You got the alchemy card and then you got the witch card. With these two cards, with the combination of Gemini, breathe, needs, and choices, overall what I'm getting is that the first advice that the spirit universe, higher creation has for you is to start learning about alchemy, to go back to alchemy. If this is something that you were interested in before, there's a reason you have this interest. They want you to explore this talent more or this interest more. Like, what is alchemy? How can I become an alchemist? How do I practice alchemy in my daily life? Maybe there's books that you need to learn about alchemy. And let me tell you guys something, me personally, that's a real tattoo. I'm true to it, baby, not new to it. Okay. Definitely a huge fan of alchemy, which is the study of transformation, honestly. I also feel like you could be going through some kind of a transformation in your life currently, where you're going from how you used to be to how you are meant to be, okay? You're kind of stepping into this time where it's like preparing you to step into your destiny, okay? I'm seeing discipline. I'm seeing you constantly making the right choices, okay? You will be distracted okay? You will be tempted, okay? Like whatever spiritual practice you have, whether it's prayer, meditation, by the way, you should be meditating. That's another thing that's coming very, very, very strongly for you. And also with the moon phases right here, I'm getting if you were to do lunar fasting, which is basically fasting on the 3 days of the full moon, that's going to help you also spiritually get higher. Your vibrational is going to get lighter and stronger. Okay, so going back to the alchemy and the witch card. So with the alchemy card, like I said, you need to learn about the esoteric science. You need to learn about alchemy, explore your gifts, your craft, your desires, to learn about different subjects that you weren't so aware of or knew that they maybe even existed. And then the second card you have that is very, very, very interesting to me is the witch card. It says seductress, psychic, and healer. So at this time, your healing energy is very potent. Your seduction energy is very potent. And you should really consider learning about learn more about like witches, not necessarily pagan, but just like, what is a witch? Like, what is this divine feminine energy? What is this archetype of a healer? Because you are a healer. You are someone that is gifted with plants, magic, herbs, crystals, all of these things. And by tapping into this energy, you will allow something beautiful to flourish, okay? This last card is the Magician card. It is number 1. Again, I feel something is beginning again. Something is restarting in your life. You're getting an opportunity to redo something or do something correctly this time, like a second chance. And they're not just giving this to you, they're preparing you for the right, they're asking you to prepare yourself with the right tools, which is like having a daily meditation schedule, learning about alchemy, learning about like witches or witchcraft in general, and really bringing that energy through to manifest. Now, you also have the Gemini card, okay? This card is just saying, like, don't forget to have fun, okay? Don't forget to stop by and smell the roses. Don't forget to apply, like, what you're learning about alchemy into your daily life, you know, because it's all connected. Everything is interconnected. And yeah, that's just like the beautiful energy that is coming through with these cards. Also, I would say with this card that says needs, you should be aware of your needs at this time, but not only that, but like you should fulfill them. So whatever you're needing at this time, another message I'm getting is it will be provided for. Let's say you lost your job or like something happened, you got laid off, whatever, right? And you have no money. Well, guess what? There will be a way that it will be provided for you. You don't have to worry about anything. And this is all manifesting for you. This is all coming in through for you. Again, learn about alchemy. That is coming very strongly as well. And learn about like different plant magic, different plants, herbs, crystals. Read a book. It's called The Witch, I think. I forget who the author is. I'll try to link it below. But yeah, overall, that's just the energy that this is coming through. Like meditation and alchemy and manifesting something new, manifesting a new idea, making a right choice that leads to manifesting something new, something along those lines. I will also say maybe you will be given 2 choices. One choice will be better than the other. I don't know what this is regarding, but I'm just getting like you will get 2 choices, like 2 options, 2 things that you can choose from. And trust me, you are going to make the right choice because you're going to be so well prepared because you've been doing the inner work, which is the meditation, the learning about alchemy, philosophy, all of that stuff, okay? I hope this was a reading that resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.